Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today's the 27th of November 2021. It is Saturday, so very cold. We have more snow today. Just that time of year. I don't think we're getting out of the low 30s today. I think our high is 33 today, so not the most pleasant of days. So we have the wood stove going, which is kicking off some nice heat. I do have to get in here though and dig out some of the old ashes, and it helps it breathe better. I was going to do that this morning, but I just wasn't in the mood to do it, so I did not. So now I have to do it soon. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, so our governor in New York, Hochul, who's no different than Cuomo. In my opinion, except she's not sexually harassing the staff that we know of at this point in time. Anyway, she's declared a state of emergency for New York in anticipation of this new virus that is coming from South Africa. And so, she was in her statement. She said, that it's not here yet, but it will be. Well, that's very encouraging, I thought it was very encouraging. So they're getting prepared for that. Now, I want y'all to remember something, okay? We recently had, Hello, Mr. Man. We recently had a mandate that went into effect for all medical staff. And we had a tremendous amount of staff that said no, and they have been let go. So and I want you to think about the logic of this, okay? And this is just an observation from my point of view. You have all these people that through the course of this virus and stuff that's been going on, pandemic, and they've worked in the hospitals, taking care of people, helping people in those type of situations. And because they have decided to not comply with a mandate that they feel strongly against, for whatever reasons there may be, they're getting let go from their jobs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If we are facing a major threat here with this new contagion, why would you be letting so much of your hospital staff go because they didn't comply and do what they were told? Does that make any kind of sense? I'm just trying to be logical here. Excuse me. I'm just trying to be logical here. It's like, I want you to look at the picture that I'm looking at and go, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Especially when these folks, throughout the course of this crisis, have done what they had to do without getting this, mandate that they had to do something. And so, because they did that, it's got that big old pouch. Now because they won't, then they're being let go. So, unbelievable, crazy situation in my opinion, of course. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I think that's quite interesting. But that's the world we live in today. And not a whole lot of things make sense, from that standpoint. Excuse me. But let's go back to her putting in a state of emergency in anticipation of this situation getting crazy. We should be looking at this as a red flag situation, major red flag situation. We should be preparing accordingly. I'm going to encourage all of you to prepare to shelter in place, prepare to have long periods of time where you're going to just be home. And you're not going to be getting out. I do believe you're going to see lockdowns coming again. Again, that's strictly my opinion. If this new variant, depending on what the severity of the variant is and how, it's affecting people, we'll have to see how that all plays out yet. There's way too many unknowns to speculate, so I'm not going to speculate. But it is something that if they are calling or declaring a state of emergency before it's even here, that's something to pay attention to. All right. Like I said, I'm going to encourage all of you to continue to get ready, prepare for those type of things. So one of the things that I want you to think about, and I know it's not talked about a lot, and I have a ton of these things here: board games, checkers, chess, cards for playing poker, for playing euchre, for playing, pinochle, whatever the case may be. Also, Monopoly, Sorry, Jenga, all those type of different games. It'll give you some activity that you can do with your family to help kill time. And so, hello there, little girl. So there's Miss Soxy. We got Miss Soxy and Max at the same time. Soxy was a year old at the time, and she was pushing herself through the cage for us to pet her. And I was like, oh my God, look at this cat. And so I looked at the cage, and I will never forget this. The reason that the people gave up Miss Soxy, and that wasn't her name then, they had some stupid name, Audrey Marie. We're like, no. She got little socks on her feet, so she became Socks. The reason that they got rid of her was that they said the cat needed too much attention. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the reason that you get an animal is because you want it to be loving, you want it to, want attention and stuff like that. Now, I will say, in the people's defense, got rid of Soxy. She is an extreme animal. She demands her attention, and she's a very, very needy cat, which is okay. I kind of like that. She's just a very loving cat, and because of the way she is with us, you would think she'd be very chill with the other animals. Well, she's the boss, which I never would have anticipated her being the boss, and she will whack the crap out of the other cats. She asserts her authority, but she is like the most loving cat. Loves her attention, just like sitting like this. I don't even have to pet her, and she will just stay there, not move. She's like, all right, whatever, I'm good. But she's just a great cat. Each one has their own unique personality, which is kind of neat. I've always liked that about cats. Everyone is different, and they are definitely unique in that aspect. So, but anyway, I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you think? I've been reading some of the comments, and people are saying it's just another excuse to cause more lockdowns, about control, and all those type of things. I've seen those comments, okay? I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you think with Hochul declaring a state of emergency here in New York? And what do you think is a direct end result of this going to end up being? Are we going to see more lockdowns? And again, I want your opinions. Do you think we're going to see more lockdowns? Do you think we're going to see more control measures? Do you think we're going to see more mandates rolled out here in the future? Nothing would surprise me, and that's kind of where I stand. But I am strongly going to encourage you all to be as ready as you possibly can be for whatever may happen. Too many unknowns out there. So it is definitely important to be, like I said, to be as ready as you possibly can be for whatever may happen. Be ready to shelter in place for a long extended period of time. You may see that happening. And if that's going to happen, the more prepared you are for that situation, the better off you're going to be. So I definitely would encourage people to be ready as much as you possibly can be. I know that we have, I've been prepping for a very, very long time. And so I'm in a position where I feel comfortable that if we had to have a lockdown for a long period of time, that we could do quite well. And so that's peace of mind. Okay, so what you're looking for is peace of mind. And so if that is the case, and if that ends up happening, we should be ready for those type of situations. So Like I said, again, I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. What do you think? What do you think is the game plan? I want to hear your feedback on all of this. I want to hear what you think is a game plan. I want to hear what you think of the state of emergency that has been called in New York by Governor Hochul, and what do you think is what the game plan is for them? So I think that that's important. We should all be sharing ideas, putting it out there, seeing what people think of the situation. So, but anyway, really quickly, I want to remind everybody I do have a sale going on right now on my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Legacy freeze-dried food. It is on sale right now for 20% off. So if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down, you will see Legacy Foods. You click on that, it will take you to the store within the website. What we have available is there. When you check out, if you decide to make a purchase, 20% will come off automatically off of your purchase. And that sale we're going to have going, I think we're doing it for about 2 weeks. And I'll let you know exactly. I have to look at my calendar and figure out exactly when we're doing the sale till. But, excuse me. But anyway, so we're doing that. Also on my website, we have the Forefathers, which is a CBD and hemp store. And if you click on their logo, it will take you to their store for the Forefathers. And once you're at their store, if you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, when you check out over there, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1, and you will save yourself 15% on your purchase over on their website. Last but not least, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. It is free to join. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. So definitely take advantage of that as well. It's a good place to check out the message boards. If you're looking to find, I got like cat hair all on my face now, and I can feel it from having Soxy. She sheds terrible. Once you're there, if you want to check out the message boards, or if you want to look at for your state or your country that you live in, to try to connect with somebody like-minded, definitely do that and take advantage of that. Also, guys, let's remember that we are all in this together, that we are one race called the human race, and as soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. And I think that's an important thing that a lot of people lose sight of. Stop letting them manipulate us over race, religion, political affiliation, the vaxxed, the unvaxxed. We got to stop doing it. We have to work together for the common good of everyone. And I think we could accomplish so much more if we ever did that. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. Excuse me. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, if you follow that simple mantra, you can accomplish anything that you want. It doesn't have to be about prepping. It doesn't have to be about living off grid. It's whatever you are trying to accomplish in life, you can do it. And the only person that can stop you from reaching those goals is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Continue to prep. I think it's really important moving forward. I think we're going to have a rough winter. And, it has been very, very cold up here already in New York. And I'm not looking forward to this winter at all, I'll be honest with you. But as long as we got the fire going and we got that part happening, we're going to be good. Remember, guys, just keep doing what you're doing. All right? Keep prepping. Keep getting ready. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.